Hi there, welcome to Luxe Attic. Today we'd like to show you the 25 best cereal brands in the world. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day has been drilled into us since we were little kids. Apparently, that still holds true today. Growing up in North America, watching Saturday morning cartoons while enjoying a bowl of your favorite cereal was a popular tradition. One that many still practice, decades later. Cereal is just one of those foods that most people enjoy eating. There are literally hundreds of types of cereals and cereal brands throughout the world, ranging from sweet fruity ones, to super healthy mixes that even the most health-conscious people can enjoy. We included on our list some options for those suffering from food intolerances, and for those following specific, sugar-free diets. The list we gathered includes a little bit for every taste. Just in case you thought cereal is only kids' food, we thought we can show you that it can be so much more than that. These are the 25 best cereal brands in the world, at least in our opinion. 25. Cookie Crisp. Not as popular as some of the other cereals on the list, Cookie Crisp was invented in 1977 by General Mills. Although kids love it because it tastes just like a chocolate chip cookie, it isn't the healthiest breakfast. The company made an effort to add some healthier ingredients to the recipe, such as whole grains and 6 vitamins that include calcium and iron. Unfortunately, sugar is still the prevalent ingredient. 24. Three Sisters. Three Sisters is an amalgamation of 3 brands that provides customers with healthier, more nutritious options for your first meal of the day. Weetabix, for example, is one of their most popular whole grain cereals that not only taste great, but their ingredients are also treated with kindness. The company is always looking for ways to make improvements for our planet's sake. 23. Life. Manufactured by Quaker Oats, Life is a multigrain cereal that was invented in 1961. A healthier kid version, the company released an ad featuring a little boy named Mike that would not like anything, but he loved eating Life cereal. Needless to say, the ad was genius, because it boosted their sales and gained them a popular spot on our list. 22. Honeycomb. Invented by Post in 1965, Honeycomb is a cereal made out of corn that is sweetened with honey. They were always well liked, but kids loved them even more after 1995. That is when the company created the mascot Crazy Craving, an awesome little monster that would say, "Me want honeycomb." And of course kids wanted some too. 21. The Granola Bakery. This small business makes mostly keto, paleo, and low-carb natural granola cereals for the health-conscious consumer. Passionate about eating well, the Granola Bakery's varieties are low in sugar, and can accommodate many people that have food intolerances. Their gluten-free, quinoa, or quinoa options are gentle on your gut. An alternative for the people who don't want sugar first thing in the morning. 20. Nature's Path. Passionate about protecting the planet, this family-owned company focuses on donating to charities and food banks. Sustainability is their way of life, and their products are healthy and wholesome. Choose from a variety of breakfast cereals ranging from some decadent granola to oats, or puffs, Krispies and Flakes. 19. Corn Pops. Invented in 1950 by Kellogg's, Corn Pops is a cereal that is made from 3 main ingredients: milled corn, corn syrup, and sugar. The company changed the name a few times since it first came on the market, but finally settled on its original name in 2006. They also went through a few mascots throughout the years: Poppy, Big Yellow, and Woody the Woodpecker, just to name a few. 18. Lucky Charms. Lucky Charms is a cereal made of oats that include colorful marshmallow bits that are in the shape of charms. Hearts, rainbows, stars, and unicorns delight children, and it gives them a surprise every time, since no bowl is exactly the same. Manufactured by General Mills, this cereal was invented in 1964. Despite its leprechaun mascot, Lucky Charms has no connection to Ireland whatsoever. 17. Kashi. On the healthier side of the scale, Kashi is all about whole foods. Their focus is on a plant-based philosophy whose main focus is ethical farming and sustainability. Their range of cereals are high in protein, and they even have a few keto-friendly options available. With a lot less sugar, you can start your day off right. 16. Chex. Manufactured by General Mills, Chex was invented in 1937. Although a cereal in its own right, many people today purchase Chex to mix it up with other crackers, nuts, and pretzels, to make the popular snack Chex Mix. But if you like it for breakfast, there are a few variations available such as blueberry, honey nut, chocolate, or vanilla. 15. Corn Flakes. This is probably the oldest cereal to ever exist. At least, the way that we are accustomed to, and the way it's packaged. Dating back to the late 1800s, it was John Harvey and William K. Kellogg that developed the flaked corn cereal we know and always go back to. Yes, it might be also the simplest cereal on the list, but it is not too sweet, and keeps its crunch for a reasonable amount of time. 14. Frosted Mini Wheats. The larger frosted grain nuggets were good, but customers used to find them a bit too large in their spoons. So when Kellogg's came up with the mini version in 1969, most people switched to the smaller version and never looked back. A little healthier than other cereal on the list, Frosted Mini Wheats contains high fiber plus a relatively low fat and sugar content. Good things do come in small packages. 13. Raisin Bran. One of the oldest cereals on this list, Raisin Bran has been around since 1926. There are actually 3 brands that carry this type of cereal: Kellogg's, General Mills, and Post. They are similar, but you should try all 3 before making your final decision. Because of all the bran content, it is a somewhat healthier cereal, even though it does contain sugar. 12. Cap'n Crunch. Cap'n Crunch isn't only a very popular and beloved cereal, it also offers a little story to entice kids to eat their cereal. Apparently Horatio Magellan Crunch, captain of a ship called Guppy, was born on Crunch Island and sailed his ship through the Sea of Milk. Well, the sweetened oat and corn cereal is good enough to enjoy with or without milk, but some of the fussier little people might need something extra to get them to eat. Whatever works, right? 11. Golden Grahams. Released in 1976 by General Mills, a century after the original graham crackers we all love, Golden Grahams is very similar to Cinnamon Toast Crunch but less sugary. Made from whole grain, honey, and brown sugar with a hint of cinnamon, they can be enjoyed as they are, or with milk. Flavored with honey and brown sugar, they are a real treat. 10. Quaker. An innovative brand, Quaker is one of the first companies to have come up with the comforting hot oats in the morning. They were among the first to achieve a trademark for a breakfast cereal and the first to feature recipes on their boxes. It might not seem like such a big deal today, but decades ago it was unheard of. Who doesn't like a warm bowl of oatmeal on a cool, crisp morning to warm them up? 9. Cocoa Puffs. Are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Who here doesn't remember the commercial? This cereal is not only great in itself, but the chocolate milk that you get as a bonus after finishing your breakfast feels like an extra treat. General Mills introduced this cereal on the market in 1956, and it remained unchanged since. Cocoa Puffs are round cereal puffs that are made of corn, rice, and oats, with sugar and additives that give them that sugary yumminess. 8. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This is one of the newest additions to the General Mills cereal lineup. Introduced to the world in 1984, those crazy squares are delicious, and taste just like cinnamon toast. They are great with milk, but can actually be enjoyed dry as well, straight out of the box. Made with rice and wheat flour, the cinnamon-flavored milk you're left with is great to drink afterwards. A great treat that delights young and old alike. 7. Apple Jacks. This cinnamon apple-flavored cereal will turn your milk into a pinkish, orangey liquid that is fun to drink. Another cereal from the Kellogg's brand, Apple Jacks, has been around since 1965. For years their rings, which look a lot like Cheerios, were solely orange, but the green ones were introduced years later. They are also full of sugar, and no apples are present whatsoever, but the oat flour and wheat flour make them seem a little healthier. Sugar is still their #1 ingredient though. 6. Fruit Loops. A Kellogg's brand, Fruit Loops, came to the market in 1963. Although the name says it, there is absolutely zero fruit in this cereal. Just a sugary cereal that is sweet and fun to eat. When it first came out, the only colors Fruit Loops contained were red, orange, and yellow. Then the blue, purple and green were introduced to the fruity party only a few decades later. Similar in shape to Cheerios, kids love playing with them before eating. The colorful rings make a rainbow on their fingers, and little people love that. Nutrition-wise though, they're not so great. 5. Rice Krispies. Snap, crackle, and pop is Rice Krispies' motto. If you haven't tried them yet, you don't know what you're missing. Once the milk is poured over the cereal, it makes a popping sound. That is how the phrase was initiated. Rice Krispies is another Kellogg's brand, and it has been around since 1927. Although kids love it, it contains less sugar than other cereals geared toward little people. It is probably the fun element the reason they love it so much. And it's the base of a very popular treat, Rice Krispie squares or treats, depending on what you call them. 4. Frosted Flakes. Frosted Flakes have been around since 1952, and they are brought to you by Kellogg's. I haven't yet met a person who tried a bowl of this sugary goodness and didn't like it. Sure, they are full of sugar, but they taste amazing. In 1983 they dropped the word sugar from their original name Sugar Frosted Flakes. They are great as a snack, not solely as a breakfast food. It is one of the most popular and best-selling cereals in the US. 3. Honey Nut Cheerios. Invented in 1979 and manufactured by General Mills, Honey Nut Cheerios are associated with being toddler food. Sure, the tiny humans love sticking them on their fingers before putting them in their mouths, but I know quite a few grown-ups that still love this cereal as adults. The honey version of the regular Cheerios only came on the market about 30 years after the original version, but they surpassed it in popularity. Sweet but not too sweet, they don't actually contain any nuts, but there's an undertaste of almond flavor to it. 2. Brookfarm. This multi-generational Australian family business brings us some of the best muesli you've ever tasted. They own a large macadamia farm on beautiful Byron Bay, where their crops are regenerated by a eucalyptus and a subtropical rainforest. Other than granola and porridge, they also produce corn snacks, macadamia oil, and muesli bars. Their products cater to all types of diets, including gluten-free, sugar-free, keto, or paleo. Brookfarm's packaging is also gentle for the planet, with the Roll and Recycle initiative of recyclable soft plastic. 1. Cheerios. Cheerios is probably one of the most well-known cereals worldwide. Invented in 1941 by General Mills, they are still beloved today by babies and octogenarians alike. Without any artificial flavors or colors, the plain Cheerios are somewhat on the healthier side of the scale. Without any genetically modified ingredients or gluten, it is one of the easiest cereals to enjoy for those with certain intolerances. Not only are they heart healthy, some of the Cheerios are actually shaped like a heart. In the last few years, other than the plain and the Honey Nut Cheerios, there are a lot of other flavors that are available. Some of the new Cheerios varieties include blueberry, pumpkin spice, toasted coconut, banana nut, just to name a few. There you have our list of the 25 best cereal brands in the world. Which ones are your favorite? We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to click that like button, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.